do, 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 do. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, what's happening? Hey, let's go ahead and get right into it. Just hit my knee on the desk. Ooh, that hurt. Yo, what's up? We have a special one for you today. We're going to be talking about depression. Now, every adult in some form has experienced it or came close to it. Some people have gotten out. Some people are still there. Also, within teens, we're going to discuss how you get it. We're going to discuss how you beat it. Let's go ahead and talk about what is depression and what's not. Depression is a down feeling, a feeling not being able to accomplish tasks, a feeling of unworthiness, a feeling of anxiety sometimes, not feeling like you belong, not feeling like you want to go and produce anything for the day, and everything's going to be the same way again and again. And it's basically you convincing yourself that things are not going to get better, they're going to stay the same. Now, this can be due to a chemical imbalance. This can be due to a traumatic event that's happened and you've dwelled on it for a long time. You can get these feelings from anything. USnews.com says 3% of all kids from 6 to 12 deal with this on a regular basis. Also, 13% of kids from 8 to 15 suggest that they felt depression already in life. That's crucial. That's before you get out of the sophomore year, and that's third grade. That's a bit of time. 17% of those kids have actually contemplated suicide or thought about suicide or even took steps towards suicide. That's critical. People need help. Who's going to help them? They say the number one reason that children are committing suicide is because change and stress. And you know why? Because kids aren't going outside anymore. I've been saying this for years, and this comes straight from US News, so it's a credited source. But kids aren't going outside anymore. When you run, you release stress. When you're in the sun, you release stress. Kids and adults are staying inside more, way much more than when I was little. And they actually say in the article, the 1950s, they were going outside all the time. But here currently, people are not getting outside. People are not having fun. People are not gathering together. People are not doing what they usually have done in the past. And therefore, we've seen a tremendous markup in depression and anxiety. If you remember back in the day, 90s, 2000s, even 2011s, 2010s. You didn't hear that much talk about depression and anxiety, but now this is the main topic for discussion. This is really affecting our population. Ages 25 to 44 are the most heavily attacked section when it comes to depression and anxiety. There's so much change happening from the time you're 25 to 30, from 35 to 40, and from 40 on. I mean, it's so much happening. You're talking about families. You're talking about jobs. You're talking about career choices. You're talking about chasing dreams. You're talking about all type of things that could either help you or hurt you when it comes to decision making, when it comes to your future, when it comes to your life path, setting your goals and your dreams. So these things are weighing heavy. Not liking people at your job, frustrated with the way things are going. And people tend to reflect. And when people tend to reflect, they tend to overanalyze. And when people overanalyze, they continue to alter the brain functionality within them. And then you have this ongoing situation that we're trying to get a hold of. So not only are we going to talk about depression, we're going to talk about how to beat it. OK, we see that kids are not going outside. So, well, the first one is get moving. You have to get moving. You have to go outside. You can run, you can walk, you can bike, you can skate, you can do anything. You can do jumping jacks. You can just move. Getting moving is one of the most parts of beating depression, having a nice life and feeling good about yourself. When you move around, you are losing weight. When you move around, you're having fun. You're changing your normal thought process. You have to think outside of the box. You have to change the pattern of thinking. Therefore, you eliminate stress. Therefore, you eliminate anxiety. Therefore, you have to concentrate on what you are doing. And that time is critical. for the mental stability and critical for physical strength and stability. The next thing is watching what you consume and also watching your weight. You would think they would go together, and that's why I blended them. They're actually two different steps, but they're the same. You got to think about what you're eating, what you're putting in your body. You have to refuel your car. You're not going to put water in your gas tank, are you? You're not going to put syrup in your gas tank, are you? You're not going to expose your car to toxic fumes, are you? So why do we do this to our bodies? We have to put good things in our body. Vitamin C, protein, carbohydrates. We have to put amino acids, things like that. All of these things are critical for you to be successful. We have to stay hydrated. Water is a good thing. We have to put the right things in our bodies so our bodies can function like they're supposed to. Our body is made up of the majority of liquids. So think about it. We need liquids to get the elasticity of our muscles and also perform, man. It don't make sense if you're not doing that. You're not really keeping it real with your body. So you're not keeping it real with yourself. Also, watch your weight. Everybody has an ideal number where they're supposed to be at. If you think about it, if you're not at that ideal number, you're going to wake up every day and you're going to be frustrated every day until you hit that number. Whenever you hear fat or whenever you hear stuff like that, it doesn't even matter if you're fat. Soon as you hear something that triggers you to think about your own weight, there's going to be a problem with you mentally because you're going to constantly think and reflect on that. So instead of doing that, just lose the weight. Just focus on your weight, whether it's a pound, whether it's something. As long as you're going towards your weight, you're going to feel good. If you're not doing that, you're going to feel terrible. Also, stay in the moment. The number one thing that takes us out of the moment is our cell phones. If you think about that, then you understand how you're outside of the moment. You know, my girl could be talking to me. I'm like, like today, for instance, she asked me to go to Walmart. We still got to pick up some stuff for little Shak. And, I got a message on my computer. And so while she's talking, I'm just like, yeah. Next thing I know, after she's about to get off the phone, she's like, okay, baby, thanks. Love you. And I'm like, I just realized what I agreed to. I agreed to go to Walmart, spend a whole bunch of money, and then I'm also going to shop for half of the items. What type of... you should really pay attention, Shak. That's stupid. You know what I need to do? I need to go to the mirror and slap the heck out of the first person that show up. Well, let me use this as a mirror. Hey, I'm the only one in here. Oh! A little dizzy. All right, I'm back. You have to know that you have to be in the moment. You have to be present. If your family members are there, you have to be there. If everybody is having fun, laughing, be laughing. Laugh with everybody else. You have to just love and just get out and just embrace everybody, even if it's hard. You may not be that person, but you can work towards being that person. Also, along with that phone, stay socially connected. But remember, through text, so much stuff is lost. I can say, man, watch out. I can say that during text, or I can say, man, watch out. It's totally different. If somebody heard me say it, they know how to take it. Man, watch out. See how I got G'd up, knocked the mic off? Yeah, that's what I'm about. Yeah, I don't play. I'm a studio gangster. You have to laugh. Other one, you have to laugh. You have to do your thing, man. Hey, look, I could be funny. I could not be funny. Guess what? Some people gonna like my jokes. Some people not. The ones that don't, that's not the right. You put it together. Laughter is good for the soul. When you laugh, you feel better. When you smile, just think about this. The next time you feel bad, just go like this. Not only do you look stupid, but you start to feel better. Yeah. Also, keep a journal, man. Keep a journal of what's going on in your life. You know, write stuff down. Write your goals down. Write your dreams down. Keep a journal on how the day went. When you write stuff down, it gets out of your mind. You know, the Bible says write a vision and make it plain. What you write down might never come. Guess what? Still write it down, because it gets it out of your head. It gets it on paper. It makes it active. This last point, find a way to find your purpose. A purpose is what you're set here to do. What do you like to do? Me, I like to motivate. I like to coach. I like to teach. I like to inform. That's what I like to do. And even with this YouTube and the podcast coming out, I mean, I'm excited because this is what I like to do. I like to help people. I like to talk. I like to talk about current events. I believe that my opinion is an asset to people. That's what I like to do. That's my purpose. I'm going to do that. When I do that, I feel totally cool. Find your purpose. Also, access your stress level. You know, your stress does not have to be what it is right now. You know, relax, deep breathe, meditate, pray. Take yourself out of the situation that you're in and just spend time getting to know yourself. Everybody has gone through a form of depression or anxiety at some point in their life. You have to know it's totally normal. But in order to get out of that, you have to experience the things that I'm talking about right now. Like, you have to be able to get outside. You have to be able to exercise. You know, you have to be able to set a purpose, set a goal, set dreams, things of that nature. Just go back and review the video. But all of these things are imperative, you know, for you to, get back to normal. You know, enjoy the moments that you have. You know, your life is a blessing. Everybody didn't wake up this morning. Some people are falsely accused and in prison for a crime that they didn't commit. Some people don't have a place to use the bathroom. I went to Mexico before, and they used the bathroom in buckets. The place that I was at used the bathroom in buckets, and they were throwing the buckets out on the streets. So think about that. So when you think you have it bad, you really don't. As bad as you think it is, it's really not. Can you make it? You really can. So keep doing that, man. Keep going forward. Ride with the pack. Remember, we have the Outback $25 gift card. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell. Make sure you comment. Stay tuned with the videos. Watch them all the way through and leave an awesome comment, because that's how we're assessing, who gets this prize. First off, your notification bell has to be on. If you have not subscribed to the channel, if you have not turned your notification bell on, you can't even win it, so don't try it. So turn your notification bell on. That's that bell over there to the right. It lets you know every time we're posting. Also, like the video. Also, comment on the video. And you A1, okay? Make sure y'all holler at us. Ride with the pack, man. Here.